Not too many people stay down, but I got up. Every shot fired with no gun up, shine like the sun up. And if I'm going under, they gon' be like 5-0, still run for their cover. Live from the come up, drug type of runner. Way too dope for the gutter.
Hey guys, we're back on the channel with another reality talk show reaction. Back on the channel with another reality talk show action, another Steve Wilkos reaction, another Steve Wilkos. I had a debate whether I should do. You see, the problem with paternity courts is it's hard to find the ones that are short and get straight to the point, and usually they require a lot of editing. Whereas a Steve Wilkos or a Maury won't require that much work, compared to court cases and stuff, The last one I did was a Maury, so we're gonna get back to a Steve Wilkos to switch it up, and this one is titled "She's a Monster. Is She My Mother?" Well, let me read this short extract. Casey grew up believing that her biological mother, May, was a sexual predator who may have tried to use her as a sex slave. Will Casey get the answer she is looking for? We're about to find out.
When I was 9 months old, I was adopted because both my parents went to prison. I heard that my mom would lure kids in from playgrounds and bring them back to the house. I heard that she would drug them and then she would record them as my dad was having sex with them. Don't know if it's true. I don't know if I will ever know it's true or not. She's labeled as a sex offender. She must have done something for that title. She refuses to answer any questions that I have about it. She keeps playing victim pretty much as I see.
Yo guys, before she continues, she's kind of bad, bro. She's not kind of attractive. She's attractive, which is a problem. It's bad enough when women especially go through these problems while being women early on in their life. Women, I feel like at a young age, they're so valued in terms of their looks and their position in life as females that the world just ends up giving them a lot more than they can handle in exchange for whatever the world wants out of them. And it gets even more like strenuous with attractive women. Pretty privilege is a motherfucker, bro. It fucks up a lot of women's lives because there's some shit that comes with all the world gives you so much and so fast and stuff in exchange for your beauty and whatever the world wants to do with it. So a lot of attractive women, like I've seen and like I've learned, go through a lot of shit in life because of their attractiveness, and they're less likely to protect themselves when they've gone through things like this. They're more likely to let the world in and let the world sort of tarnish them and like break them down and shit and use them up for spare parts when they've gone through shit like this. So hopefully she hasn't like gone to any like whole phase or whatever through her life, because she is a beautiful, and hopefully this isn't true and she can like hit a recover and like, I don't know. But her mom, hey man, her mom looks like one of those women you see on the news doing this shit, bro. I'm not giving any like clear judgment, but I'm just saying you look like it. Last time I said someone looks like it, I was wrong, but fuck it, I'm still gonna say it. You look like it.
I obviously have my own questions because of this. 4 years ago, she told me that the man that's in prison possibly could not be my dad, and it could be somebody else, which is why I don't trust her, obviously, because she has lied in the past to me. So today, I have 3 main questions for her, and if she lies about any one of them, then I absolutely want nothing to do with her.
She's so attractive, bro. She's like that blonde that people always dream about, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not like overly like doing it or overly like being perverted or something, but I'm just saying in general, like I'm noticing she's so attractive, bro. Like, let me just say this. if she has those like typical like stereotypical blonde titties, the big titties and everything, man, she fucks the whole world up, bro. The world is knocking at her door. She's a beautiful young woman.
Casey, tell me about being adopted.
Not Casey.
So I was adopted when I was 9 months, and it was an open adoption. So I've pretty much always known that this lady that adopted me and my birth grandpa, that obviously like they weren't my real parents. And then around like 12, I found papers that was saying how my mom and dad got in trouble for child pornography and for molesting children like aggressively. So obviously that like threw questions.
This bitch is not a blonde. I switched up because she's not a blonde. I see your eyebrows, Daenerys Targaryen. You're not a blonde. She's not a blonde, dog. I was like, no, that's unusually blonde. That's usually like blondes who are that blonde, they're natural. Like you can see the naturality. But then first I saw the hair and I was like, But then I looked at the eyebrows and I was like, you motherfucker, you.
And then obviously.
And you saw these in newspaper articles?
Yeah, they were like in paperwork that the lady that adopted me
And when you're
had.
reading this at 12, it's got to be a little confusing to you, but it's also got to be very shocking.
Yeah, like obviously at the time I didn't even know like what pornography was. So obviously I didn't know like how serious it was. Well, like my grandpa, he's my biological grandpa. He's my biggest supporter. He passed away in 2015. He pretty much like was the one that raised me and took care of me, and I was in and out of foster care, and he was always my main support group. So once my mom got out of jail, she wound up connecting with me, and we had like minimal conversation. Like obviously she told me she was out of jail. Like,
oh, so you didn't see her, you just talked about
her. Yeah, I'd never seen her, never met her, nothing. So today's like the first time.
You were 9 months old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she would like tell me stories and stuff, and like obviously like I could catch on to stories that were like changing. So I always like had the mindset that like something wasn't true. Obviously like you're going to jail for a long time. You're not telling me like why. So then she told me that I possibly could like have a different dad. So again, that brought up the whole question of where are you lying to me? Where are you not lying to me? Obviously, like that made me wonder like if the guy in jail was my dad and what else.
And he's still in jail, right?
Yeah, he's still in prison. So then that brought up to like last year when we were originally going to come on the show and like we had everything like set up, and then all of a sudden she didn't want to come out here.
Why didn't she want to come on the show last year?
It's the fact she didn't want to be humiliated, and I possibly would think that's something that she's told me is a lie about having like sexual relationships with my grandpa.
She said that she slept with her grandfather.
Yeah, she said she was forced to sleep with my grandpa.
But you said was nothing but wonderful to you, right?
Yeah, like growing up, he literally was my world. Like him dying, probably, I've been through a lot, but that probably is one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with, was losing him.
Hi, Casey. I'm your mother. I love you. I'm here to put the rumors to rest about me kidnapping you, stealing you, molesting you, letting a man molest you. I just want you to know that I've wanted you in my life. I tried, and when I couldn't have you there, I put a wall up where I didn't have to think about it anymore. I'm here today to put this to rest, to ease your mind.
Her approach creeped me out. I don't know, it was something in the eyes. As she was talking, it was something in the eyes, guys. It was something in the eyes, man. I was like, yo, back up. Back up.
And I just want you to know that I love you with all my heart. I haven't seen her since she was 9 months old, Steve. I was incarcerated. I tried to call her every other week. And when she started learning words, I was telling her that Mama loves her. She said, I love you, Ma. Like I said, I wanted to raise you. I wanted you in my life.
But then why were you doing that stuff when you were pregnant with me? You were obviously, like, I know you can say you were forced to do it, my dad forced you to do it, but how can you do that? You have a baby growing inside you.
The grandfather was the best person in her life. Why would you tell her that about her grandfather, knowing that he's dead and can't, say, oh, this is true, defend himself?
Because Steve, back then, I was still immature. I was hurt.
This was last year.
Okay. Still, I don't care.
Already with the lies. Already, but not with the lies, but with the shaky story. But if I may say this, generally that's not even a solid question to ask, Steve. I mean, obviously, if something to that extent where, like, I've heard stories where some women, they were forced or blackmailed or something happened that they were pressured into having sex with some, like, I don't know, the father, the husband, or the brother, the husband in the family, forced into that situation. That's obviously a stressful and a traumatic thing to go through. As a woman, for you to just keep inside, even if the person is dead, for you to just keep it inside of you, just for the sake of, they dead, they can't defend themselves. Bro, who cares if they dead, bro? Like, this shit has affected their lives, man. There's some shit that's even happened to, I think, a lot of us, which is, like, less traumatic or whatever, that even though, like, the person who did that to us, whether it was bullying, whether it was whatever, abuse, whether it was whatever it was, bro, even if that person dies, there's still some shit that they negatively did to you, the way they negatively impacted you, that's still in you, and it's going to take a while for it to just go. They don't just die and then it stops. That's why people say when you get revenge and then you kill someone off of, like, revenge, a lot of people say the consensus is nothing changed. I didn't feel any difference. Because it wasn't the need to kill that person that would have rectified it. It was the need to heal. You needed to heal. Because getting revenge on that person is not going to make you feel any better. Defending yourself at the time that they were doing that to you would have made you feel better. It would have made you safer. You know what I'm saying? Because then you wouldn't have had to deal with the effects. But if you didn't defend yourself or weren't able to defend yourself and whatever, and they did what they did to you, it's going to leave shit with you, bro. No matter if you come back years later, muscles, I don't know, whatever, gun, whatever, kill them, bully them, like step on their throats, it's not gonna change what they did to you. They already did it. You just adding on as a counter to what they already did, but it still happened. You know what I'm saying? So them being dead doesn't change anything.
So, but here's where I have to interject. It's very unfair for you to pick and choose what you want to talk about. So 10 months out of 21 years.
Yeah.
You sought her out, right?
What do you mean?
Since you've been out of prison.
Yes, 15 years old.
And you want a relationship with her.
Yes, I do.
Isn't she entitled to answers, even as painful it might be for you?
What do you want to
I want to know everything. I want to know how you could do that when you're pregnant with me. How can you say you love me?
How did
you're
I do
doing
what
all this
when I was pregnant with you? How did I do
Why
what?
did you go to jail, May?
I went to jail for, since you want to bring this out on me in TV, and I love you, and it's my past. I will do anything. Kayla, to show you I love you. I went to jail for aiding and abetting on a child molestation charge. And I got charged with a child molestation charge. But that was way back then. My life has changed since then.
Everybody makes mistakes, and I made mine. But raping a child, that's not a mistake.
I did it right away.
Did the police find the evidence on the computer?
I have no idea. I don't
have
mess
no
with
idea?
computers. No.
You spent 13 years in jail.
But I didn't mess with the computer.
I understand that, but when you were going to court and they were talking about it and evidence was being introduced, didn't you say, hold?
No, I'm going to tell you straight up. My attorney told me that I would have been going to jail if my face hadn't been on videotape. Exactly.
Yeah, but your face was on the videotape.
Yeah, messed up and Xanax down my mind.
Right, and while your ex was raping little girls.
You know what? I'm done with this. I didn't come here to discuss this. Kayla, I love you. I came here to answer your questions.
Those are my questions.
That's not helping the fucking situation. You're already looking like a mistrusting woman and a liar. You know what I'm saying? You're already looking like an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? Now you just say, no, I didn't come here for this. I came here for, you know what? It's like you're sick and tired. You say it's in your past, but you don't want to face your past and face what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I haven't done things that are just outrightly like evil and like, you know, like I haven't, you know, like to this extent. But there are some things in my past where I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But I still have, okay, maybe the reason why I still have the courage and all of that and don't give a fuck to face it is because maybe it's not as extreme or like, you know, or maybe I don't have to deal with that much pressure when it comes to it. Maybe it's something that even people, they just don't genuinely or generally really give, like, really care about, you know, compared to this woman where, like, she's officially branded for the rest of her foreseeable life. But still, you have to find a way to face it, because if you brand it for the rest of your life, then you really have nothing to lose with looking back at it. You know, you gotta be strong, especially if you're on this mission to win over a child that's had to deal with this like trauma that you and your partner left when you were doing these unforgivable acts. You know.
No, those are not your
How
questions.
are those not my questions? Of course I want to know how you can rape a child while you're pregnant with me.
What?
Yeah,
what
I
that's
didn't rape a child when I was pregnant
You
with you.
helped.
I don't know who
You
told you that.
helped.
Shit, that's crazy, bro. Like, oh no, I'm sorry for smiling, because like it's more of a smile of like a realization, or like a like oh shit, this is crazy. But imagine a pregnant woman raping a child. Have you even heard of such a thing in general? Like, have you heard of such a thing? Like, a woman was pregnant and then while she's pregnant, she's molesting a child. Have you ever heard of such things? While she's pregnant and off of drugs, she's molesting a child. Like, that's the triangle of fucking evil. That's one of the triangles of fucking evil, bro. Like, have you even heard of something like this?
Okay, Kate,
Like,
we're going to move along here.
Okay.
And you took a lie detector test for
Yes, I
kidnapping
did.
and molestation.
Yes, it did. To her.
We asked you, did you kidnap Casey from her biological family? You answered no. You told the truth. And then as far as sexual molestation goes, did you ever have physical contact with Casey for your own sexual gratification and pleasure? You answered no. Did you ever allow any males to have sexual activity with Casey? You answered no. You told the truth of both those questions.
I was nearly 50 years old, and Casey came into our lives, and it's been such a blessing. Casey's actually doing really great now, and I'm so proud of her for what she's gone through in her past. And she is actually enrolled in nursing school. She's doing great. There was a time when she was about 16 years old that May did try contacting her directly, and it's my understanding as a condition of her parole that she was...
aha, that's where you get it from. This woman is also dyeing her hair blonde, but she has black eyebrows. These fucking Targaryens, bro.
A registered sex offender and not allowed at all to contact children. So I did have to go to my local police department, and they did get involved and contacted May and asked her not to do it. So there was no contact until she turned 18.
Or am I wrong, guys? Are there like natural blondes with black eyebrows? You know? Are there? Because generally, like when you see like gingers and redheads, like if you see like a redhead man, he has like orange hair, but he also has an orange beard, and everything about him is orange. He looks like he looks like the sun, you know, in a western. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as the police had asked her to do. And when she turned 18, May did contact her and want to have a relationship. And at that point, Casey still wasn't ready. So one of the main reasons that Casey contacted the show was we had a lot of questions, and Casey had unanswered questions. And one of the major concerns Casey has, she's not sure that she's related to May, and she has no idea who her biological father is. So before Casey would want any type of a relationship or to move forward, she wants the questions answered, and she wants the results of the maternity test at some point. You know, she's heard two sides of the story, and she really, really just needs closure so she can put this one to rest finally and decide what she wants to do moving forward. It's my opinion that if May fails any of the questions on the polygraph test, that Casey will not want any type of relationship with her now or ever in the future.
Really? You're going to walk away from a daughter that you have been out of her life for 20 years, and that's it?
I'm done.
That's a real fight there. That's trying to make amends to a woman that you brought into the world,
I'm done.
and now you're leaving.
This is not what I came here for.
You don't want to come out for the DNA results to prove that she's your biological daughter? May took a lie detector test concerning your grandfather, and we asked her, did you ever have sexual intercourse with Casey's grandfather? She said yes, and she told the truth. She had sexual intercourse with your grandfather. We asked you, when you had sexual intercourse with Casey's grandfather, were you too impaired to consent?
Yes.
And she said yes. Was the sexual intercourse you had with Casey's grandfather consensual? She said no. And to those two questions, May, you didn't tell the truth.
You are such a dumb bitch. I hope you rot. I literally hope you rot. I think everyone is trash that brings their kids around you. Just like you. I am done.
Oh shit. Oh man. Just the culmination of that entire moment. Cause like, dog, like, especially for women, you don't understand how impactful like father figures are to them. Not just men in general, not just brothers in general. Just like a father figure, a man that's there in their life, not just as like a sexual like prospect, but is there in their life as 0%. Like, he is my father, and all his one job is to protect me. Like father figures, like the influence that they have on women's lives, bro, and how important they are. And to disrespect this man's memory by lying to this extent, to cover up all the other bullshit that you did, by throwing his name in the dirt, knowing what this girl has gone through with you, and how this man came into her life and took your place and like raised her so well and took care of her so well and protected her so well. To throw his name in the dirt, bro, especially after he just died. Ah, dog, you a bitch. 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 For real, though. Aye, boy. Aye. No.
Steve, I didn't lie. I didn't lie on that.
Well, but what I don't understand, why do you even bring this up when the sex was...
I didn't bring it up. She did.
But
You just say you didn't lie?
did.
How do not lie?
I didn't lie.
Oh, shit. It wasn't even the fucking slap. Did you see how she took it? That bitch did not move, bro. Her chin is... That woman is a boxer, bro. That woman has been in jail. That woman has been in jail, bro. Jeez, man. She took that thing like Pacquiao, bro. She took it like a champ. She even laughed after that slap, bro. You could tell that slap didn't even faze her. Damn, girl. Damn. Ah, that woman is tough, bro. You hot. I can see. I was looking as you came back in. Your body is amazing, my love, you know. You might not be a natural blonde, but god damn it, you all woman. But your mom. Your mom is something else, dog. If she is your mom. She's something else, dog. That woman. Jeez.
I'm not going to touch her back. I'm not going to touch her back. I'm not going to touch her back.
Okay.
I know what happened.
I apologize.
It's all right. I know what happened.
Okay, I did not...
I know what happened.
Okay.
So sexy.
I asked him to explain it to me.
Okay.
Okay? And what I understood it was that it was rape.
No.
Okay, so
When you
maybe I misunderstood the question.
It says you weren't impaired, that you were able to give consent, and the sex was consensual between you and this grandfather.
But it wasn't.
You passed every other question
Yes.
on the test.
Yes.
Did you molest her?
Yes.
Did you, you passed all that.
Yes.
Did you steal her?
No.
You passed it. What? You passed it. Did you have sex with the grandfather? Yes, you passed.
Yes.
Was it consensual? And did he rape you? You say,
Yes.
he raped me. It was, it was this, it was that. No, you failed those questions.
Okay,
So
well,
what's
that's
the
fine.
preponderance
That's
of
fine,
evidence?
Steve.
You had consensual sex with this man.
Well, if that's what it was, that's what it was.
Why
then
would you
I'm
tell me
sorry.
he raped you? Why would you say that?
I'll tell you what, you just go your way. Don't worry about talking
I don't want you
anymore.
in my life.
DNA results.
Around my kids, around anything.
Damn it!
That's fine.
She has kids. Fuck, man. But I guess when you're that hot, the world won't just let you just walk around, especially even if you're young and you're studying for a nursing degree and all that shit. Like, someone is gonna get to you. She's too bad to have her walking around, bro. She's too bad, man. One of us gotta get her, but man, I might just like get a ticket to America and then injure myself just so she can take care of me. She can be my nurse. Let's get it. Shit.
DNA results. May, you are Casey's mother.
That's a disappointment.
She got her thrill today to find out what a liar you are, and you and your ex got thrills of raping little girls.
No.
That was your
Steve.
thrill.
No, Steve. No.
Oh, that's right, you don't remember. Vodka and Xanax. But you remembered old Grandpa.
Okay. I love you all. Good talking to you, Steve. Good
Don't
seeing
love you.
Kayla.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
don't care if you love me or
May,
not.
May.
I don't care either. I don't love you.
May.
You don't love me. You don't know me.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
Hey, May, get
Yes.
That's a bad stain from your past. Not your stain, their stain. And she's never going to be open and honest with you. That's how some people just are. You seem like you got a lot going for you. You're in college. You're going to be a nurse. Congratulations. Focus on that. Leave that behind. Good luck to you. Very nice meeting you.
Hey guys, I never realized that I saw in those ending credits Rachel Wilkos. I think Rachel Wilkos, I don't even need to research it, or maybe I'm wrong. I'm just gonna go off of the whim that that's his wife. I didn't know she was an executive producer of this thing. So this is like a family thing. Like, the wife is participating. They doing this like type of business. That's dope, bro. Me, like, with my talents and stuff, I'd like to be in that situation where, like, it's perfectly cool. Like, when I get a wife, she can do whatever she wants. But I'd like to be in that situation where my wife is involved with me in terms of, like, our business and stuff and whatever we're doing, and, like, we're doing it together. That's dope for Steve Wilkos. But as far as this case goes, yeah, man, I hope she recovers from this, the hot blonde nurse, not a natural blonde, but fuck it, let's live in the fantasy, even me being with you is a fantasy, But yeah, man, I hope she recovers from this. I hope this doesn't shake her. RIP to her grandfather. Hey, man, we all end up like sometimes slipping up with women that are that we're not proud of. You know what I'm saying? So her grandfather even sleeping with her might have been a momentary weakness instead of him genuinely wanting to sleep with a woman who's that sick. And yeah, man, I'm gonna get a ticket to America and injure myself. I'm going to your hospital, my girl. I am coming to your hospital. I'd make a great stepfather. But that's been me for Ill Reacts. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification. Enjoy this reaction. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And y'all have a good day. Take care.
Whole track pull a stone cold with a stunner. How you go plat, then gold, then nada. Hat trick, tada, voila. Countdown, spaz, flocka. Whole day he gonna, he mad. Waka, word to the mother, I'm bad. Fucker, money.